Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most significant assets of the Philippine Navy, the BRP Tarlac LD-601. This ship is not just steel, engines, and equipment, it is a powerful statement of national pride, maritime strength, and the determination of a country to protect its sovereignty and extend a hand in times of crisis. Every detail of this vessel tells us how nations prepare for both war and peace, how they ensure their borders are safe while also standing ready to assist their people in natural disasters, emergencies, and humanitarian missions. BRP Tarlac is classified as a landing platform dock, often abbreviated as LPD, and this category of ship is designed to transport large numbers of troops, vehicles, supplies, and equipment directly to shore. The vessel is massive, with a length of around 123 meters and a beam of approximately 22 meters, giving it an impressive presence whether docked at port or sailing across open seas. It draws a draft of about 5 meters, allowing it to navigate waters deep enough for heavy operations but still versatile enough for amphibious deployments. At full operation, it can carry roughly 500 soldiers along with all the gear they need for extended missions. Beyond manpower, it has ample cargo space for military vehicles, armored personnel carriers, supply trucks, and even landing craft. The internal design of the ship is tailored to carry 2 large landing craft units or landing craft mechanized, along with additional rigid-hulled inflatable boats. This makes the ship capable of offloading forces and materials directly to beaches where no port facilities exist. What makes the BRP Tarlac stand out is its multi-role capability. It is not confined to combat transport alone. The vessel was built with humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations in mind. In a nation like the Philippines, frequently hit by typhoons, earthquakes, and other natural disasters, having a strategic sealift vessel of this scale is a lifeline. With its cargo capacity and long endurance at sea, more than 9,000 nautical miles of range and up to 30 days of independent operation, the ship can carry relief goods, medical supplies, heavy equipment, and emergency personnel to areas devastated by calamities. When other means of transport are down, BRP Tarlac becomes a floating hub of hope. The ship also features a full flight deck and hangar facilities. This means it can support helicopter operations, vital for both combat and humanitarian roles. Helicopters can bring supplies inland, evacuate the wounded, or provide aerial reconnaissance during missions. This transforms the Tarlac into a command center at sea, one that integrates air, land, and sea elements in one floating base. Its design allows flexibility, and flexibility is the backbone of modern naval operations. Whether inserting Marines into contested zones or delivering rice and water to isolated islands after a storm, the ship is built to adapt. In terms of armament, the BRP Tarlac was initially lightly armed, reflecting its primary role as a transport and logistics vessel rather than a frontline warship. But the plan for upgrades has always been clear. Currently, it is set to receive a 76mm main naval gun, a powerful piece of artillery capable of dealing with surface threats and providing fire support to troops ashore. Alongside this, the vessel is expected to carry 25mm secondary guns and multiple .50 caliber heavy machine guns for close-range defense. These additions turn it from a vulnerable transport into a self-sufficient platform, able to defend itself against small boats, aircraft, and asymmetric threats. With the future integration of sensors, modern communication systems, and possibly even more advanced weaponry, the BRP Tarlac is on its way to becoming a balanced and credible naval asset. Another dimension of the vessel is its symbolic role. For decades, the Philippine Navy struggled with modernization, often relying on older ships transferred from allies. The commissioning of BRP Tarlac in 2016 was a turning point. It was not just about acquiring a new hull, it was about signaling to the world that the Philippines was serious about maritime defense, logistics capability, and self-reliance. Built in Indonesia and delivered with pride, the ship represents regional cooperation as well as national progress. Every time it sails, it sends a message that the Philippines has entered a new era of naval capacity. The performance of the ship in exercises and operations has been solid. Its speed reaches about 16 knots, not the fastest by warship standards, but more than sufficient for its role as a heavy transport. More importantly, its endurance means it can sail across long distances without resupply, allowing it to project presence across the archipelago and even into international waters during exercises with allied navies. This is essential for a country made up of more than 7,000 islands, where distance and logistics define both defense and disaster response. When sailors, Marines, and airmen step aboard the BRP Tarlac, they are not just entering a ship, they are entering a platform where missions are born, strategies are executed, and lives are saved. The decks echo with the footsteps of men and women ready to serve, and the hangar doors open to helicopters ready to lift off for missions that carry both risk and responsibility. In the cargo holds, rows of trucks, supplies, and landing craft wait silently, knowing that at any moment they could be deployed to shores near or far. The ship breathes with the determination of the crew, each system alive with energy, each watchman alert at sea. This vessel is not just hardware. It is a promise that the Philippines will continue to guard its waters, support its people, and stand resilient in the face of challenges. It embodies national pride, technological progress, and humanitarian purpose. It blends strength with compassion, carrying weapons for defense but also space for relief goods, water purification systems, and medical support. Few platforms in the Navy combine such contrasting yet complementary missions. So when we look at BRP Tarlac LD-601, we are looking at more than a warship. We are witnessing a flagship of progress, a bridge between past limitations and future capabilities. It is a symbol of a nation rising to secure its maritime domain, protect its sovereignty, and ensure that in times of need, help can always arrive from the sea. This is what makes the ship so vital, so admired, and so deeply tied to the emotions of those who serve aboard it and the people who rely on it.